Hello, this is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot with a general reading for Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. The deck I'm using is Victor Valentim's Tarô dos Contos de Fadas, a beautiful fairy tale deck, and ThisbroccoliMag's Fairy Tale Oracle. The spread that I'm using is from Marilyn from Tarot Clarity. It may not be exactly the way she does it. It might be just sort of a variation on it. We'll see. But inspired by her at any rate. Which is a 9-card spread with, she calls it a quintessence row and a final quintessence card. I call it the quad and the quint for 4 and 5. So hopefully I can get all these to fit. No, I don't think I can. I'll have to. This is bigger. So we start with 3 by 3. I'm still fairly new to this deck. There's a lot to look at in this deck. What I notice, of course, is the central location of the devil. So swords, cups, and pentacles, Oros gold. I'm not seeing any wands off the bat. Okay. So we start with the 4 of, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, looking away from the 4 of Pentacles, even though that's a romantic situation, and the Dois des Espagnes. Sorry, Dois Espadas, the 2 of Swords. So the 4 of Coins, the Knight of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. So we have here, normally we would say this is a relationship, something you're trying to keep, you're trying to maintain, maybe you can be greedy about, but here it's a relationship. So you're trying to stabilize a relationship, but in doing that, you have to be willing to look outward of the relationship and make difficult decisions. The 6 of Cups, the Devil, and the Hanged Man. We have childhood memories, and the Devil is kind of, he's not really looking at them. He's not, they're internally, these childhood memories, these sweet childhood memories. The Devil is looking out at us, I think, thinking that he can use these against us. And what we realize is that we are going to have to perhaps not look here, change our vision, look up to here, to these choices that need to be made to be able to change our viewpoint enough. So we have 2 cards now, at least so far, with these 2 rows, we are looking up to here. We have the Queen of Pentacles, a lovely image of an older lady here. I like that. The 5 of espadas, of swords, the 5 of swords, often treachery. It's interesting that both of these, the 2 and the 5, are both set here, as well as the 8 of swords, and feeling very trapped, that there is no way out. Now, there clearly is a way out, either down or back, both probably very dangerous. I'm trying to see. I think that's just a coloring issue. She has something white on her face, but I think that's just a coloring issue from the white on her dress. So here we have decisions, and here we have a feeling of being trapped. This Queen of Pentacles, unfortunately, is the witch in Snow White offering the apple. So this is this is not a caring witch. This is, again, treachery. So we have 2 treachery here. Treachery, and feeling trapped. So that's where we are starting. That's our starting point. I'm going to pause and do the addition for what I call the quadro. Okay, this is always the point. Adding the things together is where I always get in trouble here. The first row is easy. We have we don't add any of the court cards. So we have 4 plus 2 is 6. And this row is easy. We have the queen doesn't add into this, so we have 5 and 8 is 13. That one's easy. This row, and this is always my trouble with numerology. If I add the 6 to the 15 and get 21, and add 21 to 12, I get 33, which would be 6, which would be this again. If I add these together, 15 and 12 get 27, 9 plus 6, 15. And I think I figured out if I do it, and if I do 6 plus 15 and get 21 and reduce that to 3 and add that to 12, I get 15 again. So given that it's probably 15, it's probably the devil here again, just given that he was central in the reading. So let's go back now to the rows. And so we have this, this relationship or thing that we're trying to keep safe. But to do that, we're going to have to look outward. And by going outward, we're going to have to make decisions. And here we have another love relationship. So we have a romantic relationship that is being impacted by things that have to be done. And it doesn't affect the love. I think what I am getting visually is that the love is stable, but there are things that have to be done that are going to take your partner or you away from this person for a while. Your, as I said before, your childhood memories are kind of a base for you, and they reflect well on this. But having to leave and go out, you're going to be faced with temptations and obsessions, and it will be necessary for you to change your viewpoint to be able to deal with these decisions that are going to come up. And the decisions may be dark, or they're going to be impacted. I have great difficulty not seeing this devil in this spread as our wannabe dictator. That these are world events that are impacting personal relationships. Here we have a duplicitous woman, a woman of great power, a woman who should be, by all rights, should be, a woman of stability and earthiness and practicality. But because of who she is, because she is the Wicked Witch, she's reversed. So this is someone that has a lot of stability, but is making other people unstable through treachery and duplicity and trying to trap people. And the goal seems to be death. The goal of this woman and these situations here leading to death. So it's a very difficult time for to have this kind of, this is a wonderful thing to have in your life, but this is a difficult time to have that and to be hopeful about it because of the fighting that must go on and the changes in viewpoint to make the decisions that you're being forced to make because of what is coming up with these horrible people. And here we have the Imperatrice here. Unfortunately, in this deck, she's also her. She is also the Wicked Witch. So I know exactly who I think this is in our political situation right now. We have the demon who is playing on people's worst aspects of their personality. And we have the woman who is smugly sitting by in her photo op and looking great in her fiery photo ops, or thinks she's looking great in her fiery photo ops, but she is poison. And the problem is that these people are impacting even the best things in people's lives right now. I'm going to add 3 oracle cards now. So I see this power and magic and seduction as part of this sorceress that transforms herself to be whatever is needed to do the trickery and the just very slippery person. The castle is the fortitude, ascendancy, and endings, the endings that you need to focus on through this. This is the goal. This is the central goal here with all of these difficult situations. You will need fortitude to be able to ascend to the good ending. And here we have take off, good luck, and labor. But a broom also sweeps clean. And this is, if only. So this is our hope. Our hope here is that a broom will sweep clean and will take these out and they will be swept clean and we will have good luck, but we will still have a lot of work to do, which we know. So, wow, I didn't mean for this to get political, but it certainly did. And so we know that even after the cleanup, we're going to have a tremendous amount of work to get back to any sort of happy ending, and it will still require that fortitude to reach the ascendancy of the castle in the sky. And at that time, relationships will be able, your good relationships now are so negatively impacted. Your relationships will be able to just breathe a little bit and be able to be better and not be this perennial sadness. Although there will be people left here. Obviously, we know this already. It is already, this is where a lot of people have been left with this sad, I don't always read death as death and sadness, but in this reading I think it is. Because this is where these duplicitous situations and trapping people has led to this so often in what we're seeing. Ooh, okay. This is Kara from Lady Kara Tarot. Tough situations, but these are tough times that we're in, and sometimes we do have to look at the darkness head on and realize that that what we're dealing with are powers of darkness, and they need to be swept away. Thank you.